Welcome to Notes from the Field in week 15 of 2022, this year in which we are learning to listen to love. Quite a task. Learning to listen to love. I'm Janet Connor, prayer artist, mystic witch, mistress of the thresholds, producer and director in the Theater of the Miraculous, and a few other things. And this is Hildemore of Weird. Just the most magnificent, holy, creative, delicious, exciting, she's giggling, mystical witch doll in the whole world. And together, we're going to share with you the Notes from the Field newsletter that came out on Sunday. I am that woman. Friends, soul riders, mystics, witches. I finally remembered to add that to my salutation, so it's getting a little long. Friends, soul riders, mystics, witches, and lovers of prayer. I wonder what we're going to be adding next, huh? Today's Notes from the Field is a prayer, and not just any prayer. I wanted to do something to celebrate Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation to the United States Supreme Court. She is the first Black woman elevated to a court with an appalling, long, often brutal history of white men, good white Christian men, making decisions that solidify white male dominance and power. In her emotional speech on the White House lawn, Judge Brown Jackson quoted Maya Angelou. Listen to this. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. We have seen several radically different Supreme Court nominations here in the United States in the last few years. On one hand, we just saw this elegant, brilliant, articulate woman, more qualified than her three predecessors combined, stay calm and focused through day after day of questioning by arrogant white men, and I'm ashamed to say a couple arrogant white women, trying desperately to trap her into saying something, anything they could pounce on. On the other hand, 4 years ago, we watched in horror as Brett Kavanaugh, who had never even managed a single trial. I mean, just take that in for a moment. You're being put on the Supreme Court and you don't have a clue what it takes to manage a trial. He screamed and cried throughout his Senate confirmation hearings, even dissolving at one point, like, how could this even happen? Screaming, I like beer. I like beer? I like beer? I tried to watch his hearings. I really tried, but every time I turned it on, I would take one look at his white, male, screaming face and click it off, because I know this face. I know this screaming white male face. How many times in this life and in countless, how many previous lives have I been attacked by screaming white male faces spitting out their rage at me? For what? Oh, for saying something they didn't like? How about for saying something truthful? For asking a question they didn't want to be asked, for pointing out a hypocrisy. That'll get them angry. For saying no. In a nutshell, that's it. For saying no. When Dr. Christine Blasey Ford had the courage, the astonishing courage, to face Brett Kavanaugh on camera, not just in front of the Senate, but in front of the whole country and the whole world, and tell the truth about his sexual assault, I was terrified for her, but at the same time, oh, so very proud. I'm so proud of you, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, because you, Dr. Ford, said no. No. This is one of the most important signs you can learn. No. No. You are not qualified to be on the highest court of this land. And as you probably know, Dr. Ford paid a horrific price for her bravery, for saying no. She had to leave her job, take her family into hiding for months on end, and hire armed bodyguards. Her life and her family's lives these 4 years later have still not recovered. Dr. Blasey Ford is my sister. And this prayer, I am that woman, came through to honor her, to honor all my sisters and brothers who have spoken their truth, who have had the courage to say no. We know some of their names, but in the end, this prayer is for all the women who throughout history have been viewed as completely insignificant, so insignificant we don't even know or care to record or remember your names. I want to say I see you. I see you then, and I see you now. And I so hope you are seeing your sister, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who persevered all the way to the Supreme Court. The poem prayer is called I Am That Woman. I am, and you are too, right? Of course you are. I am Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, breaking the silence. I am Nina Simone, wailing justice songs. I am Sarah Bernhardt, commanding the stage, and Clara Barton, binding our wounds. I am Teresa of Avila, swooning in her castle. I am Hildegard, composing hymns of love. I am Mary Magdalene, teaching esoteric mysteries, and Mother Mary, whispering her most sacred and holy yes. I am May Sarton, meeting herself every day in her journal. I am Emily Dickinson, relishing her wild nights, wild nights, wild nights. I am Madame Curie, expanding the science of light. I am Sally Ride, piercing the heavens, descending to earth. I am Eve, sharing the sweet fruit of knowledge, and Lilith, saying, no, I am not less. And Maya Angelou, I am Maya Angelou, rising again and again and again once more. I am all that. And I am the woman unknown. The woman holding her family together, feeding her husband, comforting the children, gathering the community, lighting the sacred fire, and singing the sacred love songs. I am that woman who has no name. No name riding waves of history. But I know her. I am her. She is seen now. She is heard now. She is me now. I bow to her strength. She bows to my courage. And together, we rise. Thank you to everyone who sent me an email telling me in the last 2 days that prayer, I am that woman, brought you to tears. These are holy, sacred, cleansing, celebratory tears. I want you to know that we we are in a massive creative phase right now. 2 things are happening, and I'll be sharing them with you very soon in these notes from the fields. First, I am co-creating with the incomparable Kahulahela Johnson in Hawaii an all-new Hanaikapono prayer intensive. We're calling it Hanaikapono, the critical prayer for 2022. It's coming May 17th, and I think this Sunday, or for sure the following, it'll be open for you to register. And then, coming in the dark moon in June, with an opening ceremony on the summer solstice, I am co-creating with Susie von Menzenkamp and Emma Kupu-Mitchell and Sabin Bailey and Marsha Wade and Kahula Hella, and I'm forgetting somebody, April McMurtry. We have been talking and sharing and downloading and uploading and co-creating the largest, most thrilling, and terrifying, but you'll notice I'm grinning from ear to ear when I say that, year-long summer solstice to summer solstice, 13 dark moon lunar cycle, remembering the song lines of the witches. More to come about that very soon. Until then, Hildemore and I invite you to pray I am that woman and write your own prayer. We invite you to listen deep within your heart for the truth, for love, and we really invite you to say no every single time your heart, your body, your mind, your soul, your life calls you to say the holy, holy no. I love no. And I love you. You can click below for links to my website, my blog, lots of other things. Come and play at janetconnor.com.